Now, let's have a look at the changes and enhancements made to Accounts Payable and Accounts Receivable module for Sage Intacct 2023 Release 4. Let's have a look first at the changes to Accounts Payable Pay Bills screen. So Accounts Payable Pay Bills, there's a new field introduced called Preferred Payment Method. This field is pulling information from vendor file, and it's for informational purposes only, but it does allow you to check what is the preferred method of payment set up for each individual vendor, and you can make your selections for payments accordingly. The next feature is improvements that are made to vendor approval process. Previously, importing additional information on vendor files, such as updates to vendor visibility or vendor account number entities, would not have triggered a vendor approval system. Now, with updates in R4, we can actually trigger vendor update process during the import of this additional information. Additional feature that's released in R4, it's now support for vendor approval through API. So if vendors are set up by ISV, solution provider, vendor approval system can be triggered that way as well. Moving on with enhancements made to Accounts Payable, Accounts Receivable, new features are introduced, or new filtering features are introduced for both Accounts Payable and Accounts Receivable aged reports. So when we bring vendor aging report, change has been made to vendor selection filters. Now we can do selective ranges of vendors. Previously, we can provide a range of vendors or individual vendor, which means that all vendors within range would have been selected. This time, we have option to add selective, out of order list of vendors or customers on AR side and make filtering more flexible that way. And lastly, on Accounts Payable topic, new field has been introduced to the vendor setup screen. Field where vendor can be designated as an individual. So there's a radio button, yes or no. And this particular feature, if you click on a question mark to open a help file, indicates that this is a security feature that's used for vendor payments powered by CSI. So it's basically a CIH payment that's powered by CSI. And if turned on, if the vendor is set up as individual, personal identifying information will be hidden during a data exchange.